Hi everybody, and welcome to the November Q&A video. I'm Andrew Rhodes, also known here as Web Designer 18. Thank you so much for submitting your questions. I'm looking forward to reading them and answering them. I don't have many this time. A few here on my handy dandy little cheat sheet from the email, which is acrpodcast@gmail.com, by the way, if you'd like to submit questions for the next one. And just topics for the podcast and things like that. And I have a few that were left in different places, mostly in comments on YouTube, so you can't stay hidden on this one or anonymous cap because your comments are public. So without any further ado, let's begin. I'm going to do things a little differently this time. I want to get the ones off of here quickly because apparently my camera has decided tonight that it wants to play the Screw You game with me, and I'm not having that. Yeah, I'm so not having that. It has literally been playing the Screw You Andrew game, and I'm probably just going to be looking into getting a new camera because that's pissing me off. It's either something like a small glitch is happening or something's going on, but either way, it's annoying as hell to me. So I'm pissed. But anyway, it's fixable. I will rectify this situation one way or another, come hell or high water. So there is that. So let's get into this, shall we? Okay, so the questions here. All right, so the first question is, what villain from a show do I think should become good? I can actually base this off of both anime and cartoon, and even real life, so I can go 3. As far as anime, Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. Honestly, I could always see Frieza as a good guy, because while the maniacal tyrant angle is what he's known for, he does from time to time show signs of goodness, like the Tournament of Power when he gave Goku some energy and actually helped fight at the end. So, there is that. Otherwise, that's about the only one I could really think of. I mean, there is a huge slew of characters that I could see being, evil and then becoming good, but a majority of them do become good in the end, and this is one that hasn't yet, so that's my thought on that. For cartoons, I would go Megatron from the Transformers series, because in all honesty, the megalomaniac angle of his is just downright idiotic. And I know that in the Machinima and Transformers Prime series, he has become good, and there is an Autobot version of Megatron, according to a comic book, and it's getting turned into a toy, which is really cool, but sadly put my wallet in the cardiac arrest, so to speak. But there is that. So, I would go with Megatron definitely for cartoons. For live action, it's a little more difficult. So I'm going to have to base this off of like Tokusatsu, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, and shows like that I've watched. I would have to go with, and please bear in mind that this is purely because I know they could do it, and it would actually be, I have no idea. Most of the villains for those shows either turn good, have a coming of, oh my god, this is wrong what I'm doing sort of angle and become good, or just flat out change and, become good or just never change at all. So, yeah, that's definitely one that I would think, but I couldn't figure out one particular for that. So, those are 3. You got Frieza for anime, Megatron for cartoon, and highly unknown for live action. So there you go. Okay, so next question is my second favorite piloted mech. That would be the Big O Megaduce from the Big O franchise. I mean, I like Gundams to begin with. Those are cool. Godanner would be like a close second, and the only reason why Godanner isn't number 2 in my book is because you have to pilot it, and to unlock its full potential, you have to merge with somebody else. So if I'm already having a hard time getting along with people as it is, apparently. So me coming up with finding somebody else to pilot a second mech to combine with mine to unlock more power from mine is sort of the screw you I would, be stuck with. Whereas the big Omega Deuce, it could merge with me, but I'm still the pilot. I'm the solo pilot of it, so it still works out well. Plus, I always like the thing that it does every time Roger Smith gets into it. It goes, "Cast in the name of God, ye not guilty." That's always been one of my favorite lines in that entire show because it's just so freaking cool. And yes, I know the Big O is basically one gigantic mind screw at the end, but I like the battles in it, honestly, because I'm watching it for the Mega News. I'm not watching it for the noir-style mystery that it has. I'm watching it literally for the battles. I'm watching it for that gigantic robot where it does this, and shoots the chrome laser. That's what I'm watching it for. I am not watching it for anything else but that. Seriously. Okay. Out of the OC characters you have made in video games, which is your favorite? Oh, that's a good question. I made one, and this is one that had definitely come to my attention. Years ago, and I want to say like maybe 8 years ago, like 2010-ish. There was a game that came out for the Nintendo DS. It was a Phantasy Star game. I think it was Phantasy Star Online or Phantasy Star something or other that came out. I don't remember. I think I still have the strategy guide for it somewhere in my room because I thought it was really cool, and it took me, I picked that up and I'm like, oh, cool. This way I could find some of the hidden secrets after I'd already beaten the game. I liked it, and the character that I made, unknown to me either, by the way, was the normal level. I thought it was the easy one, but it was the normal level, and it was a cast. So it was a robot, which is the robotic race in the game. They're called casts. And mine was really cool. I picked the humanoid one, not the gigantic, bulky one that's really good at fighting, but slow. I picked more like the balanced one. And I customized it a bit, made like a really cool color. I wanted to try to get it sort of like the box art, but not exactly like the box art. So it wasn't a bad thing that I did. But that's one that's one of my favorites. And I do have another one. It was from the game Sword of Chaos. It's a mobile app. I actually did play it last year. I was playing it for about a month. Then I had to reset my tablet and I lost it because it doesn't link up with Google Play or anything else, which was sad because I was really doing well in that. But I kind of liked the character that I had made in that. I was a shooter type character, so I could handle long range attacks and get up close and personal if I needed to. So it was kind of a cool RPG style character game in that one. And I customized that character pretty well with the whole armor that you could get, going through doing different challenges. I was literally just going with the flow of 90% of that game. So there is that. Most of the other OC characters I haven't really done much with. I have one for Sword Art Online Integral Factor, which I unfortunately can't access right now because my tablet is not compatible with the game, which pisses me off because I really want to play it again. So there is that. But definitely the one from Phantasy Star, that Nintendo DS Phantasy Star game, and the one from Sword of Chaos. Those are like tied for the number one. And that's mostly because I can't think of any other ones that I've actually ever made before. Because, in all honesty, it's just, how do you go about making an original character when you're stuck limited to what the game's giving you? So your originality within rhyme and reason. So that's basically what you get. As far as like customizing stuff, though, I always loved like making weapons, like swords and stuff like that. But honestly, I mean, you can only go so far in the game's character customization screen if you can't access, unique individuality. So there is that. But yeah, definitely the Phantasy Star I think it was Fantasy Star Online or something. Or yeah, it had to be something like that. For the Nintendo DS and the Sword of Chaos one definitely are my. They're tied as my favorite. Okay. Do you love or hate your job? Ah, love is a strong word there. So's hate. Yeah, I guess I complain about my job a little too much lately. So here's the deal. I'm not a fan of working overnights, and for the holidays, we're forced to because I work on the freight crew at my job, so we're forced to work overnights, and it's in a retail store, so you can understand that. It bothers me because I'm asleep during the day and I'm missing out on so much stuff, like time with my family, because when I get home in the morning, they're asleep. So it's either stay up and wait for them to wake up, spend like maybe 2 minutes, 2 to 15 minutes with them, then go back to bed so I can get up again later on, or basically not see them at all and then just, get up later on in the night. And that's sort of what I've been doing. That's one of the reasons why I hate night shifts. So, I mean, besides the fact that the job's a bit demanding from time to time, it always feels like we're being pushed to try harder and harder to do the impossible, which we honestly, I don't understand how we could do it. Whether or not we try or not, I never understand how we can do the impossible. But you always run that risk, and that's what always annoys me. But do I love or hate my job? I strongly dislike it, and it's mostly because I'm just not a fan of it. And there's an old adage that I love. It's if you're doing something that you love, you're not actually working. And my mom and grandfather will agree. I did love my job when I first started. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Somewhere after my first year, between my first year and my second year, I lost the love for it. Something happened in between there that just, killed the joy that I had. I don't know what it was, what it is, or how it happened, but once it's gone, it's gone. And I would really like finding something else to do, mostly because I honestly just want, something else. So there is that. But do I love or hate my job? I'm going to have to go with I strongly dislike. And it's mostly for the night shift right now, because it's why it bugs the crap out of me, basically. But yeah, that's about it. Otherwise, it's a nice job. I work part-time. When we do the morning shifts, I can, I guess got to get up at 2:30 in the morning. Be at work by 5, out by like 9 or 10, depending on when the store opens. And then I get the rest of the day to myself. I can, go to the movies, or I could, go shopping. I could, watch TV. I enjoy that. Otherwise, it's just monotonous, same old, ad infinitum. Nothing exciting happens. So there's that. Do you hate anyone? Who the hell doesn't? There's tons of people. And I'm the type of person, I will try to get along with somebody, and God knows I will try to get along with somebody, but there's always going to come that point where somebody's going to say something that's just going to piss me off. And I'm going to go, you know what? I don't want to deal with you. I don't care to deal with you. I don't want to be near you. We could be separated by the entire molten core of a planet, and I'll be somewhat happy. We can be separated by an entire galaxy. I'll be extremely happy. But I guess you want like individual names. I'm not going to give any. I mean, if you want like celebrities, I've already said I'm not a big fan of Matt Pat. Justin Bieber, obviously, because I just did a rant video. Peter Travers recently just pissed me off because he likes to badmouth a lot of the stuff that I like and kind of enjoy, so there's stuff like that. But as far as celebrities, I have an entire list of ones that I'm not that big a fan of. Betty White, just to name a few. And it's mostly just the fact that I watched the Golden Girls a lot growing up, because my grandmother wanted to watch TV. It's like, oh, Golden Girls are on, So she would have that on like early in the morning. So I ended up watching most of the series. And then whenever I got bored, my mind just instantly started going back to that because that was like, oh, look, here, you're bored. Remember this? Maybe this will excite you. And I'm like, no, I don't want to remember this. I'm stuck watching it anyway. So, yeah, there is that. But do I hate anyone? Yeah. Who doesn't? You're always going to hate somebody no matter what. I try to get along with everybody. I usually try giving some people the BOTD or the benefit of the doubt. But there's always going to come a point in time when they're just going to either, okay, this guy is cool, and I'll think, yeah, this person's neat too. Or it's just going to go, you know what, I'd stay the hell away from me. Just, separate yourself from me by the entire core of a planet. I'll be somewhat happy. So, yeah, there is that. What's something fun you like doing in your free time? I actually like, but I haven't done it in a while because I got to dig them out because they're actually buried over here in my rooms underneath a whole bunch of stuff. I actually thought about it this morning, ironically. I have to dig out my Legos. I got a whole bunch of Bionicle and Technic Legos that I like to build with. So that's something that I like to do in my free time, though I haven't done it a lot lately. Mostly just relaxing, watching YouTube videos. I like doing that for fun. That's pretty much about it. Or playing with some of my action figures, like my Transformers and stuff like that, just to unwind. I let my mind screw around, let it have some fun, and then I don't have to worry about anything. So there is that. I just let my mind go, let it go back to when I was a kid and just play around for a bit, and that's what I like to do. So it's something like that. Cats or dogs? Cats. I mean, don't get me wrong, dogs are cool, but cats, just cats. Favorite Transformer? Ooh. Okay, since there are technically like 3 fractions if you count Descendants of Unicron, 4 if you want to count Combiners, and then 5 if you want to count Minicons, I can just name one of each. So, Optimus Prime for the Autobots. Hands down. My all-time favorite. I mean, I own so many Optimus Prime. I got Optimus Prime here from Cybertron, the Fall of Cybertron. I picked this up on eBay. I want to do a review on it. I just don't have the blaster for it because the person lost it. They had it in the description, but then they lost it, and I was fine with that because I probably would have lost it myself. So there is that. Let's see. As far as Decepticons go, definitely want to go with not because a lot of people are going to go, oh, he's going to say Megatron. No. Megatron's like my third favorite. First favorite is definitely Soundwave. And the reason why is because Soundwave has the 4 cassette bots. Ravage, Rumble, Laserbeak, and whatever the hell the other one was called. Yeah, basically those. And they're really cool. So I always got a kick out of those Transformers. Especially Soundwave's really cool little buddy. Especially Ravage. Ravage was one of my favorites. I actually, a couple years ago, I was looking on eBay for some flash drives, and I didn't pull the trigger on it. I probably still could. Might still be up yet. There was a Ravage USB drive about yay big, and it transforms into the little cat. And I was like, that's really cool. I should get that. I didn't, though. I changed my mind at like the last minute. I'm like, I'm not going to buy it. I mean, I had it in the cart. And I'm like, I could buy that. It's only like $6. That's not bad for a flash drive. 32 gig? Oh, that's not bad at all. It may not even be 32 gig. I don't care. It's just a little transforming little toy. I don't give 2 shits if it even works or not. I'll take it. Like $6. That's not bad for a little transformer. That's about what I've been paying for the 3 and 3/4 figures, so what the hell? I'm like, I almost bought it and I didn't. I probably still could though, because there was like a Cheetor and a Tigertron one, too. It's basically the same thing but painted yellow and white. That's actually pretty cool. I might still look that up. See, I'll have to look that up. See if they're still there. I might actually get that. Maybe I'll do a review on them if I can find them and get a hold of them. But yeah, Soundwave is my favorite Decepticon. And it's ironic because I own no Soundwave toys. None. I cannot find a single one that I like. And the only one that really comes close was the Cybertron one from Transformers Cybertron. But I am not paying the outrageous price for that thing. It came out near the end of the toys run, near the end of the toy line. So I'm not paying it. I'm not paying the prices that eBay's asking for it or Amazon. They can bite me. That's way too damn high. As far as Unicron, I'm probably going to get nailed in the comment section for this, but I'm just going to say it. Sideways. And I know somebody's going to go, Sideways is a Decepticon. Yes, but he's also an Autobot. He's apparently a descendant of Unicron. And I'm basing this off of Cybertron again, because that's the one that I like the most, is that iteration of Sideways. Because it just looks so freaking kick-ass. Even the transformation, robot mode, and alt mode look really cool. I had a chance to get one. Actually, I've had two chances, actually. I've had two chances to get one. The first was when it first came out, but it was packaged along with Red Alert, and I didn't want Red Alert. I kick myself every day because I never bought it. Seriously kicking myself. I mean, I could have just bought it, never opened Red Alert, freaking had his ass in storage for X amount of years, and then sold his butt on eBay. I never thought of that at the time. So I missed out on getting it. And I couldn't find just Sideways. Then, it would have been last year, I had a chance to get Sideways. There was one on eBay. It was complete. It was about $16, free shipping, and I didn't pull the trigger. I should have. I could have, but I never did. I regret it, but then again, I could probably just honestly keep looking, and I might find one. I mean, I never had Metroplex from Cybertron until this year. I found one on eBay, and it only cost me about $40. That's actually not bad. Taking that, that thing commands like $50-$60, and this thing was the person had it down as used, and it was in like new condition. And the only thing that happened with it, and I actually have the piece here, hold on a second. The only thing that happened with it was the little buddy, his Minicon buddy drill bit, there's a little peg in here that, because it's a Minicon, it can connect. Unfortunately, when I connected it into the arm of Metroplex, the peg snapped off on the inside. Now, it still connects, so that's not an issue. It still connects. But it was like crappy plastic, so this might have been like a Friday job. Like a Friday or a Monday job. My mom constantly did that because she worked in plastic factory for a few years. So she's like, every time there's like something really wrong and it's like a manufacturing thing, she goes, "Oh, that was a Friday job," or "That was a Monday. That was like a first thing Monday morning," or "Oh, look, it's 4:59 and 55 seconds. Well, let's shut the machine down. It's Friday. I'm going home. Bye." It's basically what she would constantly say it was. So there is that. That's what I'm assuming it was, basically. So there's that. But otherwise, that would be, I only just got it this year. But so Sideways is from the Unicron. Combiner, this one's really tough. I like Menasor, I like Victorion, I like Computron, and I like Defensor. Devastator and Bruticus, I'm not a fan of. And that's most of the combiners minus the Dinobots combine and Predaking. I'm not that big a fan of those. I mean, the Dinobots one I only just saw in Powers of the Prime. At least it's not as bad as the one that was in that crappy comic that came out with the one thing over in England, which, if you ever watched the video on that, it's like a review thing, Ruined for Life or something. That thing is ugly looking. It is scary as all hell. I like Victorion. I've actually been trying to find one because I own no female Transformers. I'm trying to rectify that. I mean, for years, I didn't own any female action figures other than Trini and Kimberly or one of the Power Rangers. I owned like no female action figures. And when they started introducing them, I'm like, I got to get some of these. I've got to get some of these. So I did. And as cool as it is, I still don't have any female Transformers. So I am slowly working on that. Victorion is the first female combiner. So it's, it's a pretty major thing there. I want to try to find her in Windblade yet. So I at least have two female Transformers. So there is that. Definitely, I've been trying to find Victorion. I like Computron because of his unique style and approach to things. Defensor is just cool all around. Menasor it's not bad. Menasor's really cool too. And yeah, that's all of them. That's all the ones that I like anyway. And as far as mini-cons go, Sparkplug from Armada, because it's yellow. Duh. Like it's yellow, duh. I want to say the three mini-cons that make Perceptor from Armada and Energon, they were pretty cool, though the Armada version was better because Energon's looked like crap. But all-time favorite, though, has to be Sparkplug because he's yellow. And I know somebody's going to go, that's the only reason why you like him? Yeah, it is. I own two Bionicle sets, the Guardian of Metronui and Matanui, because they're yellow. How often do you find something yellow is a Transformer or a Lego? That's what I own. That's why I own very few yellow things. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Pikachu because he's yellow. And, well, he's also cute too, but he's yellow. That's why I like Pikachu. That's why I own a lot of Pikachu stuff. So there is there is that. So yeah, that's all the Transformers that I like, basically. On to the yellow piece of paper. Okay, so here we go. With the holidays here, what is your favorite song, movie, cartoon, etc.? Okay. Favorite holiday song? I'm actually gonna probably... I know I'm gonna get some hell for this one. Christmas Bells, that Snoopy song. I really like that one. That's one of my favorites. It's the one that goes, Christmas bells, these Christmas bells, the bear and the head Snoopy out in the line, something like that. That's how it is. I like that one. There's a few other ones, but that's always the one I'm hoping to hear next on the radio at Christmas or on the holidays. It's like, okay, is it going to come up? Is this the time it's going to play? Yes, it's finally on. Yes, I do like some parody ones like Chipmunks Roasting on an Open Fire, the 12 Pains of Christmas. Rigging up the lights is one of my favorite parts. So there are that. Okay, what was the other thing here? Movie. It's a no-brainer for me. Christmas Carol, my favorite. The George C. Scott version, which I own. Got it from Kmart. Yes, when Kmart was still a thing, it was like a few years ago. I picked it up at Kmart. It was like $5. It was in their discount bin. I love that movie. It's just one of my favorites. Muppet Christmas Carol isn't bad, but the George C. Scott Christmas Carol I like. That is one of my favorites. I don't know why, I just like it. Let's see here. Cartoon. Whew. Okay. Favorite holiday cartoon. Honestly, I don't really have one. And I know my mom's probably going to watch this and go, you have one? I know you do. I probably did years ago. I haven't watched it in years. I could say The Grinch, but after a while, it's the same song and story. It's the same old story, same old song and dance. I could say, oh, yeah, I'm a fan of this, but I don't want to lie. Yeah, there's that Olive the Other Reindeer I thought was pretty cool. There was a Christmas cartoon I watched, holiday. I celebrate Christmas, so if I mispronounce it, sorry if I offend anybody. I celebrate Christmas. I know, holiday, I apologize. But basically, it was one where this little kid's getting, wants everything from Santa, then Santa takes him on his sleigh every single year till the kid gets too old, and Santa can't take him anymore, and I don't remember what the name of it is, but that was pretty cool. This is just like a few, but not a thing that's really coming to mind. I'm guessing the etc. is like other things. So, like treats, I like cookies and Rice Krispie treats, especially Rice Krispies. That's one of the things I look forward to every single year is the Rice Krispie treat. Like a big freaking Rice Krispie treat that I can break into parts and eat as a snack. That's something that I love. I love the Rice Krispie treat thing. Um, I guess that's about it. Seriously, that's about it. I mean, I don't really eat any candy canes. And we sell a crap ton of them at work. I just don't eat any of them. I can't. I mean, I used to, but I stopped. I couldn't get a taste for them anymore. They just started tasting nasty to me. I didn't like them. I just don't know what it is. Plus the fact that you always have to unwrap the little things. It's like it's wrapped up. You have to unwrap it in order to make it, in order to eat it. And something that always pissed me off about them. So there's that. So yeah, that's about all for the holiday stuff. Okay. Since you like Iron Man, how would you improve his powers and why? Or would you let him stay the way he is now? Okay. How can I improve Iron Man? Ooh, this is going to be fun. Okay. How do I improve Iron Man? I kind of like the Infinity War armor because he can change it up. That's actually probably what I would have went with. The ability to like make swords, blades, hammer fists, regenerate the armor, stuff like that. What would I do to improve it? That's a. I don't really think it could improve the armor because Tony Stark constantly does that. Like every other armor is an improvement. Actually, every armor that comes next is technically improvement unless it's one designed for a specific task, like the Hulk Buster, which is designed to take on the Hulk, the Thor Buster, which is designed to take on the Thor. Thor, not the Thor. I don't really think there's anything I could do to improve Iron Man's armor because whatever I could think of, he's either A, done it, or B, probably has already contemplated it, and it might already exist in one of the trillions of armors he already has. But I think improvement-wise, as to one thing I would do is because I know that they did it a couple times, the Extremis virus. This would be like in Armored Adventures, that really crappy animated thing that they came out with for Marvel Legends, the Extremis. Have it so that there's like a computer, like a liquid eyes type of thing that connects your mind to the armor. That way, whatever you will the armor to do, it will do. That way, it literally becomes an extension of yourself. I know he's already done that. Like nanite implants in the third Iron Man movie, Extremis, like I said, in some of the animated stuff. So it's not exactly something that could be done or should already have been done, probably was already done. So I guess honestly, there really isn't much that I could do to improve his powers. I mean, other than maybe like, I will admit this, the suitcase armor I think was pretty cool, like a backpack type armor, or like his sweater armor, his sweatshirt armor was pretty cool. So there's that. I don't really think there's anything I could do to improve Iron Man. That's sad. Oh man, that's sad. I mean, I could design an Iron Man suit, but the problem is, it's probably going to be the same thing that's already existed. Drills, like maybe like a drill that like the hand could like go in like this. The hand turns into a drill. That way, you could like drill down to the ground or use it as like a solid object to possibly cause some damage to something, make a dent in armor, something like that. Higher repulsors, wings definitely are a good thing to have. And I don't mean like flapping wings. I mean like funnel type wings. But yeah, I don't really think there's anything I could do to improve Iron Man. That's a sad but true. I mean, like I said, anything that I could think of might already have been done, and honestly could just be sitting in Tony Stark's basement. Oh, look. Oh, here. How about you come up with like a super up gravity type thing? Oh yeah, gravity armor. Mark 99. Really? Oh, damn. How about, I got it. Flamethrowers. Like a liquid flamethrower. 107. Damn it. How many armors do you have? Jarvis, Friday, what was my armor count up to? 15,000 something? Yeah. And I know I probably say, because I actually have a book. My mom will vouch for this because she was with me when I bought it. I have a book that has most of his armor models. It's not up to date and current, but it's a decent amount. It tells which ones they are, most of the armor suits and things like that. Gives a little picture of them. Those are pretty cool. So yeah, I like those. Definitely though, I would find. I mean, if I could improve something about them, honestly, I would go with improving the neural interface so that you don't have to carry the armor around with you all the time. Like it could just either appear or like the nanites, things like that. That's about all I could say. It's really sad. I can't really improve anything. I mean, I don't want him to stay the way he is now, but and yes, I know Iron Man was replaced by Rory Williams in the newer thing. I haven't read any of the newer comics, so I'm going off of Tony Stark as Iron Man yet. So yeah, that's literally about all I would think of to improve. I mean, one decent thing would be like a shield. It's something like Captain America, but big. It's like pops out from the side like, and then and you can go boom like that, and then you just have this giant shield. It's like, yep, that's kick ass. Would be something cool that you could do, but that's about all I got for that anyway. What manga would you recommend for a beginner? That's a good question. Definitely not Death Note. That's I wouldn't even recommend that for a beginner anime fan. Holy shit. A beginning manga for a beginner. Legends. It's only 4 volumes long. That's one that I would recommend. And I want to say it's your basic shonen style series. It's like Pokemon meets Digimon, and it's sort of dry humping Mega Man NT Warrior. That's a horrible image to that's a horrible image to picture. But that's literally about what I would estimate it as. Truthfully, that would be one. Dr. Slump, I would maybe hesitate. Yeah, it's my flash drive, by the way. Sorry about that. Maybe Dr. Slump. I wouldn't get your feet wet with any of. I would start off with like ones that are like maybe only 1 or 2 volumes, like a short series, 4 or 5 at most, because that gets your feet wet. That way, if you don't like it, oh well, you're not exactly out a whole crap ton of money, and you're not slammed with a whole bunch of books that you're never gonna use, or space on your mobile device since you can read them a lot online. Honestly, I would steer clear of a lot of the shonen mainstream stuff like Dragon Ball Z, like the Dragon Ball, Naruto, Boruto, Bleach, stuff like that, because everybody goes to that. That's their first. It's a lot of people. That's their first foray into the manga verse, like One Piece and things like that. I would avoid that. Go for one of the off-color ones. There's a whole bunch of them. Like almost every anime series out there came from a manga series, so you have that. And yes, and I can't say almost, because there are some that come off of a light novel too, so there's no manga for it. I would definitely say Legends would be one that I would come off with. That's your basic shonen style. If you want like a slice of life, I would go with Eyes. Eyes or Pretty Face would be one of the two I would come up with. I would probably hesitantly lean towards Eyes, mostly because it's a slice of life romance, one of my personal favorites actually. So there is that. Or Complex Age. That was one that I recently read, and I still want to do a review on it. I gotta reread it for that. It's only 6 volumes long. There's gotta be another one here I can think of. As far as mystery ones, there's so many of them, unfortunately. I mean, you could pull Professor Layton, Ace Attorney, and yes, I have seen manga covers for those. Before somebody goes, they're not manga. I've seen a manga cover for them. I don't know if it was real or not, but it's possibly one. I would go with Case Closed though if you want to go with a hardcore mystery style manga for a beginner. I would go with Case Closed, and I would start all the way back at volume 1. That's like up to like 50 some volumes, but just get like volume 1, and if you don't like it, then you're not spending a crap ton of money. Um but yeah, mostly I would just, I mean, there's no real one because it depends upon your genre of choice. Like, are you a slice of life fan, straight up shonen action? Uh, don't ask me anything about Bishujo. I know crap about that. I don't read any of that shit. I read none of that. And for those of you out there that are wondering, that don't know what that is, Bishujo is basically the Shonen Jump equivalent for girls. That's Shonen is boys manga and Bishujo was the girls manga. Though honestly, both sides interact. It doesn't matter. I just don't read any of it because none of it really ever appealed to me. And knowing my luck, I probably own one and I don't realize it. And that's the sad part. I probably own one and I don't realize it. But yeah, honestly, I would just say, find like a short one, maybe like a couple volumes, and I mean like no more than 4 or 5, depending upon your genre. But in all honesty, if you want to get into the manga period and you have no idea what you want, get your feet wet. I'd recommend Legends because it kind of gives you a nice little foray into at least shonen action series, at least action series in general. It'll help you figure out how to, the flow of everything goes. You could jump in if you want for Dragon Ball, but you're going to get confused pretty quickly if you've seen the anime before or you haven't. I would say Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, but everybody, like I said, kind of gravitates towards that as this was my very first ever manga. So those I would avoid like the plague, but if you want one, Legends I would say would be pretty good. At least Legends, maybe Bakuman is a good one for beginners for a slice of life or so. Well, no, actually no, Bakuman would work probably for a beginner because it's 20 volumes long, but it has almost everything in it because they discuss how manga's made. So that would actually probably work out way better. But it would mostly, like I said, depend upon your preference. Do you want a short series that you don't have to take up much room, or do you want one that you have to commit at least a shelf to? If you want that, Bakuman's your one for a shelf. If you just want one you can stick in a small box, stick it under your bed or in a desk drawer or your closet, Legends, because, and it's with the Z, by the way, because it's only 4 volumes long. You could also go with that. There's like a Picasso one that was really stupid. That's only like 3 volumes long. So there's that. But yeah, definitely it was manga for beginner, right? Yeah, recommending a manga for a beginner, it would, like I said, it would depend upon your preference. But if this is honestly like you've never read a manga in your life, like, oh my god, I'm picking this up for the first time, what should I get? Bakuman, I would recommend, or Legends. One of those. Because probably Bakuman a little more because then you would get a little more of an insight into how manga's done, different genres that might influence you to pick something else. Like, oh, there's a shonen style. Oh, okay, slice of life. Oh, mystery, thriller. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So there's like a whole bunch of more stuff that I can get, like fighting, straight up stuff like that, adventure, role play, game types, things like that. So I would probably say Bakuman. Because you could get a whole bunch of experience from that one alone. But yeah, the only downside is that one is 20 volumes long. So if you don't want a shit ton of space, or you don't have a crap ton of space to spare, I would go Legends, it's only 4 volumes, or Bakuman if you have the room. So yeah, that's what I reckon. But Bakuman, probably Legends, one of those two. What animal do you like? Cats? I'm a cat lover. Sorry. I don't mind dogs. I'm going to say that. I don't mind dogs, but I kind of like cats. They just have that like laid back personality to them. It's just something that I really appreciate. Other than that, I kind of do like birds from time to time. Depending upon the bird. I want to say, because I'm not a fan of hummingbirds. They freak me the hell out. I'm not a fan of vultures. I'm not a fan of eagles. Mostly just like regular like robins, blue jays, cardinals, things like that. Uh, yeah, but I have to say favorite animal is probably cat or lion. Well, mostly a cat because it can grow into a tall cat depending upon what it is, and this one a lion is just an overgrown cat. So yeah, I'll go with cats on that one. And if we're talking mystical animals, liger. But if we're talking regular animals, cat. What is your all-time favorite video game? Ooh, holy crap. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one. Huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's a trading card game, and there has been video games on it, but I'll probably go with Golden Sun. And I know I can hear my mom go, but you like Pokemon too. Yeah, but Pokemon is constantly changing and evolving, so it will always be there. You will always have what made you happy about it. Golden Sun, on the other hand, is a game that it's an RPG. I always liked it because you could literally make yourself stronger and stronger inside the game and go to town on it. Then there's also Tales of Symphonia. I did like that one too. So I guess I have a few that I like, but my all-time favorite, though, I'd probably go with Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance, and then Dark Dawn for the DS. It was really they were really well-made games. Oh, and the Lost Age for the Game Boy Advance too. They were really good games when they were made. They were good games when they came out. So those would be the ones I would probably go with. As far as like games that in general, I mean, like I said, all-time favorite is probably going to be Golden Sun because I really did like how that was done. Even the Lost Age was well done because you could battle different bosses after completing the main story. You could take on a special secret boss if you collected all the dungeon. That was really cool. So many secrets that were left to unlock in that game. It was just really cool. As far as that, yeah, I would go with Golden Sun definitely. That's my favorite game, definitely. Golden Sun. Hands down, Golden Sun. And the final question of this video. What is your dream job? Oh, wow. Well, when I was a kid, young me wanted to be a firefighter. Now, I got to live that dream for a while. I was a volunteer firefighter for a while. I no longer do that because you have to pay bills. Volunteering doesn't pay bills. Yeah. Truthfully, though, my dream job would probably be something in like the video game field where I could literally just provide more stuff for the world to play. I wanted to actually do that in school, but the only places where you could learn that was like some academy or some university down in Florida, and I was not rich enough to go there, nor was I about to put my mom into hock in order to go there. It's like, nah, screw that crap. But definitely something with like video games, either like testing them or reviewing them, stuff like that, would be my dream job. Because then you still get to play them. You know, you literally can get paid to play a video game and then give your thoughts about it. Oh, I just played the latest, whatever this game is, and it's not the world's greatest. Or, hey, I just played this game, and oh my god, drop what you're doing, run, pick up a copy of this thing. For God's sake, this is the greatest game in the world. That's something that I would love to do, is like share my opinions with like video games and stuff like that. So that's something that would be like a dream come true for me, man. I just sit, okay, I play this or talk about this, look at this, play with this. I could review like toys, where it'd be like, oh look, I just got to play with this for like an hour. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm getting some good enjoyment out of this. Stuff like that is what I would enjoy doing. I want to say for a living. That would be my dream job. Definitely something like just like reviewing, doing stuff on like the computer, because I enjoy being on the computer. I'm on my tablet or I'm on my laptop. The only time I'm not is when I'm watching TV with my grandfather, and we're watching it on the Roku, so we're watching a streaming service basically on the Roku. So yeah, either way, I'm surrounded by a computer almost 24/7. So yeah, but that would be my dream job. Would be something with computers, either like reviewing video games, playing them, then reviewing them, reviewing toys, manga, anime, what have you. Just like being able to talk about stuff that I enjoy. Because hey, it's not a job if you enjoy doing it. You're just having fun at that point. Yeah, I just read this latest chapter of so and so and it wasn't bad. Or, hey, I just watched a kick-ass episode of this anime series, and oh man, you gotta check it out. I can't give you a link though, but you gotta find it. Yeah, this is a cool series, something like that. That's what I would like to do. That would be a perfect dream job for me, because then I could set my own hours. Like, do I feel like working today? Let's see. Let me get up. 6:00 in the morning. Do I feel like putting in a day's work? Fixing up a video. I want to take today off. You know what? It's such a lovely day outside. I think I'm going to take the day off. I think I'm going to go for a walk. Maybe, check out the park. Do some yard work maybe. I don't know. Find a pool. Go for a swim. Damn if I know. So I would probably do something like that. But that would be my dream job. Would be like reviewing things. Stuff like that. That would be pretty cool for me to do for a living. It'll never happen, though. Mostly with the whole YouTube landscape the way it is, and a lot of the other... how's that piece at? Okay, there it is. Mostly with the YouTube landscape the way it is, and with all the other streaming services either changing up their things, or shutting down, or what have you. So, yeah, as cool as it would be, something like that. Something where I get to use my mind... basically instead of my body, because I am a big person. Here, I don't know if you can see it, like from the camera. I am, I'm built like a freaking football player, and when people see me, the first thing they think of is, oh my god, he can bench press a bus. I can't bench press a bus, but people constantly think that. Parents will yank their children away from me. They're like, oh my god, he's gigantic. He doesn't know his own strength. He's going to hurt my child. No, I actually do know my own strength. In fact, I don't even use my full strength at all. I don't think I ever really have. And if I do, I really don't even think I know how to tap into it, even if I did. So there is that. But yeah, something where I get to like enjoy what I do, or I get to use my mind for once, would be a great dream job. And if I can combine like my love of video games, anime, manga, toys, computers, so be it. To do that, I would jump at it in a heartbeat. Oh, look, I can review games for the rest of my life. I can be happy. Oh, I'll make, you'll get paid to review video games? Sign me the hell up. Oh, look, you're going to get paid to talk about manga. Sign me the hell up. You're going to get paid to talk about anime. I get to watch it for free? Sign me the hell up. You get to play with toys for the rest of your life, and then tell us what you think about them. Where do I sign? Where do I sign? That's all I want to know. And I got the greatest job in the world. I get to play with toys all day. That would be the perfect thing. You have kids, and you have to go to career day. What's your job? Oh, well, this is my dad, and he plays with toys all day. Really? No way! You'd be the greatest parent ever. Career day, you'd own that. Yeah, I play with toys and I tell them what I think so that you get a better playing experience. Do I think it's crap? Yes. Does that mean you're going to get it? No. It means they're going to retool it until it's better. That's how I feel. That's how I roll. So that would be my dream job. Something where I could use my mind instead of my body. Because I really get tired of having to use my physical body strength all the time. It always bothers me because I'm a big person. And the first thing people think is, oh, big person, he's really strong. He can, do manual labor like it's no tomorrow. And I can't. I have a breaking point. I get really tired really easily. I have very little stamina and low stamina for heavy lifting, things like that. So, yeah. But something where I could use my mind instead of my body would be my dream job. So, like a video game reviewer, manga reviewer, or something like that. And that was it. That was the last and final question. So, yeah. So, let's quick check my calendar here and see when we can do the next Q&A video. Let's see here. Pull it up. Okay. So, you know what? Let's see here. I know I won't get it up for the 25th of December, that's for sure. I know I want to do one in December, but when? You know what? I'll have to get back to y'all and let you know when the next one's going to be, because I really got to look at the calendar, because you have December falls, Christmas falls on a Tuesday this year, and I only know what my schedule is for next week to a point. Just get your questions ready, start thinking them up, and when I will put out a video, it'll be a quickie video. It won't be like, you won't even hear me talking. I'll literally just do a text video that I can quick fix up in like 30 seconds to half an hour. Next, Q&A video scheduled for, and it'll be put up. So make sure you hit the bell icon, be notified, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been the Q&A video for November. Thanks everybody for being here. Oh, don't forget to check out the new video, hopefully coming out next year. Probably won't be in January. I'm probably going to do it starting them in February, because I'm probably going to have to get a camera. Yeah, you worked so far. I'm happy you held up for this almost hour. Thank you. But anyway, I'll have to check it out. Probably going to be in February. It's going to be Andrew Discusses and the Anime GBU. Yes, I am working on both of those. I am still working on logos for the two of them. So until next time, though, keep an eye out for those. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for listening. And this has been the Q&A. Bye, everybody, and have a wonderful day.